you feel like in your times you had much more fun?
I'd hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as being able to create music and just pile drive onwards without all the sort of trappings that there might be today, absolutely. Yeah, it gave us a wonderful vehicle as a creative unit. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely, because we weren't having to follow up a single or any of this stuff. We were there to make music and go out and propagate it, spread it, you know, by playing concerts. So, yeah, that was it was a lot much easier process and more positive for musicians, I think, really.
Yeah, and you know, there was no long-term retrospective overviews about people's careers and stuff. The bands that were playing when we first kicked off together, nobody really expected there to be anything just beyond the next experience, even if it was making records or not. There was no concept of thinking about this and looking like a bunch of soccer managers being interviewed at the end of a match. I mean, it was like more like the people that we met along the way were brigands to some degree. Everybody was just having a great time, and the concept of looking back and asking about what you said about, you know, don't you feel like you can do it again? The great thing about what we were when we were really happening and we were together, and that was our sole purpose in creative life, was that we were always creative. And we were talking about it just an hour ago, about how you would just move off on an angle or a diagonal somewhere, and another shape of music would come through, and we would build that and develop it into a new project each time. There was no thought about, what do you think about it now? You know, I was still thinking about whether or not I've finished my French homework, you know.
John, do you want to say anything for that?
Oh, I've forgotten the question.
Another question,
Just
please.
spacing out.
That gentleman